Welcome to Hammer Dahn! Number one sports betting show coming out of the Pat McAfee Corporate offices. I am Tone Diggs.
Hello, baby.
That's Bubba Gumpino. He's a Canadian sensation. He's a bearded wonder. What?
Good day, Tony.
Fucking Little Guns N' Roses, Paul?
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Bruce, do the dang thing.
What's going on?
What's going on, dude? Otter, how are you?
You know what, Tony? We are riding Southside right now, and
So
I'm happy
sweet.
I didn't tweet it out because
Getting fucking walked.
yeah, we're down 3-0 to the fucking Rockies. So
I was ball last night.
Ooh, 3-2. I was sitting on 4-1 until the dads got one in the fourth.
I'm pumped to get back into baseball here in a few weeks, but
Mariners hit 4 straight balls to the warning track.
ooh, maybe
in
they
the,
should. Maybe they
fourth,
should.
fifth.
Maybe they should get in the fucking weight room.
That's a tough stadium, dude.
TRT.
That's a tough stadium to hit bombs.
You can't do that in baseball.
A little low T.
October 7th is the first game. Remember that Friday? That Friday. People forget about this. It's one of the greatest fucking gambling days of all time, or gambling weekends, I should say, of all time. Baseball does a great job. I believe they have a game at like 12, 2, 5, late night, blah, blah, blah. That first weekend of MLB playoffs, you also have Thursday night football. You got fucking college football games all weekend. You got that's a cream of the crop betting weekend that people fucking
also
forget
drop in a fucking NHL bet in there just for shits and
about. They
giggles.
start in October.
Yeah, it's like 40, 45 days or something.
NHL, because the league was all fucked up because of COVID. Now we're getting back to regular schedule.
What?
Yeah, NHL always starts like beginning of October.
NHL
Wow.
opening night. Not for me. I can tell you it doesn't. October 11th it starts this year.
Oh yeah,
As I always say, hey NHL and NBA.
NHL. You just find a couple teams to
Talk to
ride,
you.
and that's what we do.
Oh yeah, we know that's how Gumpy rolls. Today we will have some baseball. Speaking of, we will have some college football. We will have some NFL as well, which I think we should jump into right now. We're gonna do a little line movement as far as that's concerned for Week 2 NFL games. Some news first and foremost for the Thursday night game. Keenan Allen is out. It's a damn shame.
It's tough.
And then McDuffie.
McDuffie is a big one. I'm
Corner
worried
for
about that.
the
This game
Chiefs.
feels like
Also,
Broncos Seahawks all over again.
Okay, so that one opened. Did you know where it opened at?
Was it 2.5?
2.5, which is a nice little number if you are betting on the favorite Kansas City Chiefs, which, guess what? People did, because the number has shot through the key number of 3 and all the way up to 4.5. 72% of the bets are on Kansas City. Is it too much? I know you've never been a huge Chargers guy.
So at that number, like when I was talking about Broncos Seahawks, at that number, everything tells me to take the Chargers.
Yes.
But I thought the same about the Broncos on Monday, and I took the Seahawks.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I personally probably...
Like, I lean Chargers, but everything is saying Mahomes, fuck you tour to me.
It is. We've talked about how the Chargers have played the Chiefs well.
But the Cardinals could be very bad.
I agree. I
Right?
am very...
No Chandler Jones. Like,
super worried about that team. They're injured. Rondale Moore was out. D-Hop was suspended. J.J. Watt was out. Who did they sign back?
that line is at 5.5 now. The Raiders are laying 5.5 against the Cardinals.
I know.
Jesus.
What was his name? Marcus Golden out too, I think. So we'll see as it goes on, but 4.5 is quite the number here for the.
I might go total here and just hold on.
Andy.
That feels
no.
like it.
Andy, right?
You're going
Chargers
under?
didn't score. Chargers didn't score that much against a Raiders defense that is not great on the back end.
So if you want to talk about that one, the total opened up 52.5. It is now 54.5. 2 points there, and it's only going to keep going up. It's juiced minus 115 to, or no, it might stay there.
Yeah, it might stay there.
It might stay
come
there.
down. Fuck. I'm not ready to lock in.
Bruce, any trends or anything you got rolling on this game? Actually, I could do that.
Yeah, I mean, trends would likely be in support of the Chargers, I imagine.
I would imagine that as well.
But I am already on the Chiefs.
Okay.
I took them money line. I'm mostly concerned about with the lack of Keenan Allen, just trusting Mike Williams and the receiving core to keep pace with Patty Mahomes, Kelsey, and the Chiefs. Because thinking shootout, high total, like you mentioned, I just think it's pretty likely that
Actually, the Chargers.
Chiefs win by a touchdown.
This game's basically what you think of the Raiders and Cardinals.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, what do you like? Do you think the Chargers forced those mistakes, or do you think Derek Carr just made bad decisions?
Okay, everything could be true both ways. A little bit,
Right.
a little bit. Trends actually, they're a little. I don't know. Chargers are 6-2 ATS in September. Last 8 in September. 5-2 ATS their last 7 Thursday games. Okay, but they're also 3-7 ATS in their last 10 versus the AFC, and even more, 1-4 ATS versus a team with a winning record. Chiefs 6-1 ATS their last 7 home games. 4-1 ATS their last 5 against the AFC West. 9-3 their last 12 overall and as a favorite. So actually, trends probably point to the Chiefs a little bit here.
Yeah.
Interesting one there. As we go on, as the time tends, opened at 4.5 is now at 5.5. I think there's some 6s out there too, right? There are some 6s out there for Jets and Browns. A lot of the talk on this game, and I believe the total is down to 40.5 from 43.5. So a lot of under money coming in here. The money for the side is coming in on 72% Cleveland. Not a shocker there after how the Jets looked in week 1. The main gambling question that I have heard this week is, do the Browns have an offense this season where you're going to feel comfortable that they're going to win by a touchdown or 6 or more?
You know what I might dive into on this one? The under on the Jets team total.
Ooh, what is it?
16.5, I believe.
Could be the best bet ever, or it could be over.
Here's
after
what
the
I-
first quarter,
Could be
basically.
done in the first
Flacco
quarter.
threw 60 times and only had 300 yards.
That defensive line for Cleveland too are fucking menaces.
They do eat.
I think I like.
Don't hate it, pal. Especially if
I just think about how long's it been since we've seen Joe Flacco play anything close to good football.
years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Years.
And you can't run against the Browns. McCaffrey ran for 30 yards.
Jets 6-13 ATS in their last 19. Browns, I mean, this was with a team last year that was just discombobulated. 0-5 ATS in their last 5 as a favorite. 1-4 ATS in their last 5 at home. Now that was with Baker last year, and that team at the end of the year was not good. I feel like they had given up on the season there. But there was a 2-point line movement there. There was 2-point line movement in the first one. Let's see here.
If this thing keeps moving, I'm definitely going to take the Jets. I know I said yesterday I could see myself on the Jets, but the more I think about it, like I think they'll be able to slow down the Browns rushing enough, and I love the weak move, the progression from Lamar to Jacoby. I think their defense should be flying around, and if Joe Flacco can throw up, basically
That's
get to that
my
team
thing,
total.
Bruce. Like, I'm with you on all of that, but
Hey, Garrett Wilson looked pretty good week 1.
but I don't know how Flacco gets anybody the ball.
I agree.
I think
I don't know how Flacco makes a play.
I think Cade York could decide basically every single Browns game this season.
He might. He absolutely might, and he feels like he's good enough.
I don't think they'll cover
So that was
anything.
there was the since 2003 week 2 dogs coming off a loss.
Yeah.
93, 76, and 4. Jets would fall under that
Yes.
that staple.
And
Yeah, dude.
what?
I mean, I feel like you have to take Cleveland really now before the sharp, like any sharp money
Oh,
comes
yeah,
on. It's gonna go to
take it-
7 probably.
take it
so
now.
Like I'm
taking it at
doing
5.5,
a money
I wanna
line
take it now.
parlay, and I'm not putting the Browns in it.
No. Take it now because it will. It's 5.5 at FanDuel, but every other book has it at 6 already. So just pretty good indicator that it is going to go to 6 at FanDuel as well, or 6.5 to be honest.
Yeah, I like it. I'm putting a bet in right now. Cleveland minus 5.5.
If that's the side, you should do it now probably. Total that opened 4.5 is down to 2.5. Bucks were minus 4.5 at open, and they are now down to 2.5.
They opened minus 4.5.
Yeah, so if you wanted to get, let me see when they were minus 4.5. Was that like?
Yeah, are you doing like the look aheads?
No, I'm not doing the look aheads.
Week 2 did come out before the season started, so it might be.
Let me see. When
They
was it?
were. They've been 2.5.
All right, don't yell at me, dude.
I'm just
Jeez,
saying.
take it easy,
I'm
Bruce.
Take it easy.
It's
dude.
confusing me. It's not moving.
Well, this
I
is,
got
It's always
what
there.
I'm seeing is minus 3 to minus 2.5.
you're right though. It was 4.5 in June.
Yeah, and
That one I did. That one I did do. Right.
and since Sunday night, the Chargers has moved from 3.5 to 4.5. So
Yes.
it's really just a point.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've talked about how we at 2.5. Did we have the Saints yesterday at 3.5?
No, 2.5.
I don't know, but I love the Bucks at 2.5.
On Sunday night, it was juiced to the 2.5, and now today it's still juiced to the 2.5. But it
For the Bucks, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gone up to the 3.5 and come back down or not.
Man, but the 2.5 you could buy New Orleans to 3.5 for. Let's see here. What's
Minus
New Orleans?
140. I think we did this exercise, right?
Did we do it yesterday?
Yeah, I think we did this exact same thing yesterday.
No way.
Yeah, but I think I think it was because like the Bucks were like minus 135, which made no sense, minus 2.5, minus 135, which made no sense. And then if you bought the point, it was like I don't know.
Plus
They are-
3.5, minus 140.
140,
Yeah.
142, yeah. Something to think about if you're on the same side.
Didn't realize there was 2 Monday nighters this week.
Oh yeah,
I hate
Double
that.
header.
you hate it?
Well, the game this week was just so good as a standalone, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate it too. I mean, I have to stay.
I mean, I
up
don't
and
hate it.
watch
I'm never gonna hate extra football. It's just they're gonna coincide at some point, right?
yeah. I don't mind it because, like, when there was 9 games going on at 1 o'clock on Sunday,
Heart attack.
like Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, dude,
That's
It
my
might have been
one
the
issue.
greatest week 1 of all time to be like. I don't remember a week 1 with that many finishes.
Dude,
That's-
that was so awesome because it was 1 o'clock and like you could be juiced the rest of the day, and it was like, fuck yeah, this is football.
Sure.
I was not ready. It was 10 o'clock, and I was sucking down a fucking tall coffee.
Shit drives me
trying to get the day going.
drives me insane when they have 9 1 o'clock games and then 3 or 4 4:25 games. Let's split those evenly so it's easier to watch.
Yeah, that's
okay?
what I hate. Is why is there only like what was there 4 at 1 or
Yeah.
4 at 4? Sorry,
4:30, yeah.
Yeah,
4:25,
come on.
whatever. Yeah, I'd like to split those more evenly. 1.5 Giants and Panthers. That number doesn't really matter as far as a number. Take the money line, whichever. If you're on the favorite, if you're on the Giants, there. That one's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
What'd
man.
that open
I
at,
want to
Bruce?
take the Panthers, but Christ.
So that was plus 1.5 on Sunday night. It is now plus 2.5, unless it moved back to
It did.
1.5.
It's back to
Moved
1.5.
It's
back.
back to 1.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Things jumping around.
Yeah, my confidence is starting to wane a bit. The hopium is starting to subside. I'm getting a little bit worried about the
We are seeing-
Panthers coming to town.
We are
If
seeing
Saquon
two-way
is
mo-
back, the Giants are
Much better.
possibly the second best team in that division right now.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Especially with like who they've added on their O-line and just how I actually kind of think the right tackle's gotten a lot better. It looked like this last game.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Imagine if they still had Blake Martinez.
Wow.
imagine
We're seeing two-way money on that one, split right down the middle.
Yep.
That's a tough game. Like that's one that I'm gonna bet, but I shouldn't. You know.
Yeah, New York will end up steaming it, I'm sure, to 3.5, and then who knows?
If I give the Panthers at 3.5, I'm gonna have to take that. But that does kind of seem like the battle of like the pretenders, contenders. Like who are these fucking teams?
Well,
I don't know.
so last year they played in the like overpaid running backs or injured bowl, which was
Sure.
Saquon was out, Christian McCaffrey was out, and they duked it out. And the Giants actually beat them like 35-3, I believe. So there could be some revenge on the mind of the Panthers. But you know, I do think that top down the Giants defense is better than the Panthers defense in all parts, except for, you know, basically Baker and Danny are going to be standing in the pocket against each other, and it's who turns the ball
You like
over
the Giants
last.
defense
The
better.
only reason I lean Panthers here is because I think Baker might have they clicked in the second half.
Yeah.
I like the Panthers too.
The
Right,
Panthers
like that's
defense-
that's my only reasoning for liking the Panthers because they looked good in the second half.
I say that
First
today.
half was a fucking mess.
I say that today, but Friday pick could be completely opposite way. You think there's
No, I
more
think
money
I'm
on
not Panthers.
or more bets on the Steelers or Patriots?
I know this
That's-
answer already.
Steelers.
It's Steelers.
Yeah, they're getting fucking 79%.
Have you seen the chart, or have you seen the amount
jeez.
of
That's
money
What? Yeah, 82%
on
money on FanDuel.
Patriots?
No. So if on FanDuel, if you click on stats, it shows you where the money and the spreads are at on FanDuel. Now on a different book, it could be different. But on FanDuel, let me see. Let me check the other books.
That is wild. Is that just because people think Mac might not play?
No, because if they didn't think Mac was going to play, the line would have moved a lot more.
Yeah, I think it's just
But
respect
no,
for-
like bettors thinking that, like just to save yourself, like jump on it early, like Bengals Cowboys.
Maybe jump on it early just before other people do. I don't know. I think Mike Tomlin gets a lot of respect for sharp bettors.
Yeah, Mitt, if you're looking at the other books, 66 Steelers percentage of bets, 60% of the money is on the Pats.
Yeah, so that's what I saw. And I think I'm leaning Pats there just because I kind of think, I don't know, big emotional win for the Steelers, like long-winded game.
Ooh.
Pats kind of got fucking blown out. Bill Belichick goes into those team meetings and rips people apart. I mean, they kind of, I hope they
Hold
come
the
out. and
phone.
look
Are
like
we
a
at
different
2.5
For what?
Steelers?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
I thought this was a pick 'em.
No. 2.5 plus 2.5 Steelers.
Whew.
Big news just came out. If you thought about if you were going to be on the Lions or if you were going to be on the football team, DeAndre Swift did not practice today due to an ankle
Hey.
injury. So,
Hey, Lions might cover, but that's as a fucking underdog, dude. This is whole different story, new territory.
I mean, it's only Wednesday,
Fucking-
so
I'm riding
Yeah,
with
he-
Carl till the wheels fall
He's
off.
probably fine.
He's
DeAndre,
probably
if I had
fine.
to
I mean,
guess.
it's only-
maintenance day.
it's only Wednesday.
Who is the king of that? Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colts are 4.5 at the Jags. Alec Pierce concussion protocol in that one.
That's that feels like a must play on the Colts at that number.
I don't know. We'll see. Dolphins are still staying steady at 3.5 against the Ravens.
They Armstead hasn't practiced this week.
Huh.
If he is out, they're gonna bring the heat, dude.
Dude,
He plays through shit though. That's what McDaniel said today. I think he'll be out there on Sunday, but our O line is
Banged
we're
up.
already. I mean, we lost Austin Jackson, which is pretty much you probably put a pylon where he plays, so we'll be all right there. But if Armstead is out, we are fucked.
All right, those are the 1 o'clock games. Let's go through some of the college football games. Noon, South Carolina's at Georgia. Georgia's 24.5-point favorites. They beat South.
I'm not diving into
They
this shit.
they beat South Carolina by I want to say 27 last year.
I am all over this. I think South Carolina is fucking horrible. I think Spencer Rattler had one good year at Oklahoma where Lincoln Riley hid a bunch of his flaws. I think Georgia's defense is just reloaded. They are basically the exact same team as last year. Stetson Bennett's just going out there, being the full-time starter. Let's go. Get him at 24 right now before it gets to 35.
Did you see what Stetson's numbers were against Oregon?
Yeah, like that number does seem short, doesn't it?
No,
like
I did
Oregon's
not.
better than South
He
Carolina.
was 25 of 31 for 368 and 2 touchdowns. Here, yes, they only gave up 3 to Oregon, but you know what the most surprising stat for me was? Their defense, Georgia's defense, only has 1 sack in the first 2 games. Now, they've only given up 3 points, I think, total, but that was a little surprising to me. On the other side, now here's what it is. Rattler's been sacked 9 times in the first 2 weeks.
Time to eat, boys.
So we'll see if Georgia gets some pressure this week. And on the other side, I don't think South Carolina has 2 sacks in their first 2 games. So
that seems like a decent number.
it does, right? So they just lost by 14 to Arkansas. What would the line be? Georgia and Arkansas.
Probably like 20.
Probably 17, 14, 17, 17. So something to think about there. Oklahoma, Nebraska, we talked about a little bit yesterday. It's 10.5. No thanks. No thanks for me.
It could be the under of the day.
Could be. I know.
Yeah, Brent Venables.
Could
dialing
also
it
be
up.
Oklahoma.
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
Could be Oklahoma. Like if Scott Frost was coaching, we would be taking 10.5
Yeah,
Which way?
with Oklahoma.
yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I don't know what's changed in a fucking week.
Well, it's just you don't know how they're either going to come out flying, like new era, new us playing for
I don't like to
pride
bet.
and all that.
I don't like to bet. I don't like to make bets in games that where you
just don't
know. And I just don't know what Nebraska's going to do.
No.
Purdue and Syracuse, we talked about a little bit. Purdue's -1.5. That's an interesting one. Syracuse looked really good against Louisville. They dominated UConn. Their quarterback, who was not good last year, has been really good this year. 38 of 48 for 528 and 5 touchdowns.
Whew.
We know Purdue's number 2 in passing attempts per game at 58 a game right now.
Cuse's defense decent.
Their back seven's good.
Wait, Q's quarterback is old buddy who did the helicopter.
Garrett Schrader's.
Yeah, with the beard.
Yeah, yeah.
Mississippi State.
Yeah.
That guy's the man.
So, I mean, I think I lean Cuse. I don't know if it's something I'm going to take, but
I got it. Cuse getting points at home feels like a must-have.
you want to lay 10.5 with Notre Dame against Cal? Cal's 0-2. They stink.
No.
Notre Dame's getting 10.5 against
No,
Cal.
they're
Giving.
laying it.
Giving.
Oh no.
Get that game off.
I may.
Under. It's got to be under. What's the total on that one? 40. Yikes.
15?
Yikes.
What's the total 15?
Fucking Justin Wilcox, good defensive head coach.
I mean,
Notre
Notre-
Dame's defense is that feels like a straight underplay to me.
Notre Dame hung in there tough with Ohio State, and then just
Sure,
got
sure.
caught sleeping by Marshall. It could come out
Well,
rolling, but I
Tyler-
don't think they've been up by 10.5.
Tyler
yet this
Buckner,
year.
the quarterback, is out for the season, I believe.
Yep,
Notre Dame's quarterback.
Drew Pine, Connecticut's finest, is the backup
yeah.
taking his
Oh.
He looked good when he came in last week, too.
No.
No, he did not.
place. Fuck the Rams.
One of the games of the day, BYU
Yeah.
at Oregon.
This is a must-bet game. for
Have
me.
to.
They're
Yep.
either way.
3:30
This feels like a game you have to
3:30
be in.
Eastern, fucking beautiful slot to bet a fucking game. One of the things I took away from Oregon playing Georgia, Oregon, who is supposed to have one of the better O-lines in the country, who didn't give up a ton of pressure. They were running for 4.5 yards per carry as well against Georgia. It's just Bo Nix couldn't do shit, obviously, through the air. And I love BYU. Their top 2 wide receivers are questionable. I love their defense. I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna go in this one.
I hate to say it, but I might die with the Ducks.
Oh no.
Dude, I mean, I hate to say it.
The Ducks have burned me more than any team, I think.
Here's interesting. Yeah, they gave up a ton through the air. If the wide receivers play for BYU, I think I'll be on them. BYU's defense only gave up
Does this not feel like
289
I
versus
know
Baylor.
it's hard for a letdown spot from BYU, but that
It's
was
not,
a
dude. Have you seen BYU's schedule by any way?
emotional roller coaster.
They don't party though, so the letdown spots.
Well, they were probably soaking all weekend, but
Come on,
I mean, I think Zach Wilson has.
Come on,
to be
Tony.
bumped for that.
What?
you're the conductor here.
All right, let's get this train back on
Okay.
track, though.
here's BYU's schedule. Okay, let's say they just win them all. Okay,
They will.
What?
Dude, their schedule is fucking.
they already beat Baylor. Let's say they get Oregon here.
Oh yeah.
Also on the schedule now, not as good of a win now. Notre Dame. Then they have Arkansas, Liberty Bibbity, East Carolina, Boise, and Stanford.
Is this the toughest game on their schedule?
I would say Arkansas.
What did Oregon do last week?
They blew out. They won by 60 against. Who did they play?
Incarnate Word, I believe.
No, Incarnate Word beat Nevada. You piece of shit.
So,
70 to 14 against Eastern Washington.
70 piece?
Yeah,
70
Bo
piece.
Nix was 28 of 33 for 277 and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah, I
Eastern
still
Washington.
think Bo Nix is not bad.
Hey, he played fucking unbelievable against who was it? Was it Bama last? No, LSU.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He's got it in him every once in a while.
Would you make
It's a good defense though.
Would you make them pick them neutral site? Or
These
would-
two?
Yeah, or would
Absolutely.
BYU be
100%.
favored? Really?
100%.
I
Yeah.
would have BYU favored there, and I think
Not
Oregon's
by
getting
not by too much.
I think
right?
Oregon was getting too much respect at Georgia, and I think they're getting too much respect here.
Yeah,
see, what did
I
I
am
have?
100%
Oregon's a
with
tough
you there.
barn, though.
It is a tough mark.
Let me see. What did I have?
They
Yeah,
do-
but dude, I mean,
Tough
these
barn.
BYU
you
kids
saw
are
what
used to
those
playing in the
fucking
cold.
12s did on Monday, dude. That's the same place.
Where the fuck is BYU in Oregon? I have this game on neutral, you're saying?
Yeah, if there's no
Neutral. BYU, Oregon. 0.92
gotcha.
to Oregon.
All right.
Ah! Whack, whack. Whack.
Which is actually
So it's
sorry, that's
the exact
that-
same as
I would
the
have
2.5.
BYU as a 1-point favorite. Okay. So that answers your question.
Yeah, it does pain me to say this because I absolutely hate Brigham Young University. But BYU should be favored here. Oregon, I think, fucking stinks this year. I actually loved watching
By the
BYU
way,
play.
all back in.
Say
on
it,
the,
Bruce.
all back. All
Say
back,
it, Bruce.
all the way back in on the system. Wrong
Say
team.
it, Bruce.
Wrong team's favorite here.
I personally do believe that the wrong team is favored.
Gumpy, you gonna take Colorado again? They're 27.5-point dogs against Minnesota.
Oh, fuck that
I've made a
team.
decision that I need a break.
You want to hear the stat of the
Colorado.
week that I fucking found in here? Colorado is giving up 377 rushing yards per game. On the other side, Minnesota is averaging 300 rushing yards per game.
Hell yeah.
Minnesota may rush for 400 rushing yards in this game.
You want to know the best part about making a Colorado bet?
What's that?
They'll never be covering, but they will keep it close enough that you will have hope till the very end,
Yep.
and then they will kill you.
And that's
You
the
will-
worst type of team in the world.
The worst.
4 points away from the spread with the ball.
And that's the
Seemingly
worst
half the
type
game.
of team in the world.
Oh, it's the worst.
Anybody doing anything? Ole Miss and Georgia Tech, 15.5 is the line there. I'm good.
No thanks.
Penn State and Auburn.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh.
dude, I am actually all over Auburn on this. I thought Penn State looked bad against Purdue. They barely squeaked out that win. Like, I'm not really thinking Penn State's all that. They're going into Auburn, going
Sure.
into Death Valley. Like, that's going to be a hard place to play. Plus 3?
Here's
Big Red Clifford's a bit of a dog, though.
Yeah, okay,
Red
but
Clifford
he should probably be in the
fans.
NFL by now if he was a dog. He's been there for, what, 8 years?
it's
60s.
Yeah, Clifford.
Sorry, dude, you're older than me. No chance you're going into Auburn and winning.
Here's my worry: is Auburn lost 2 all SEC corners, so they're a little
What's
inexperienced
Auburn
in the back
been doing
end.
this year? I feel like I haven't seen them at all.
They haven't played anybody.
Yeah, they're
they
playing
beat
nobody.
Mercer, and they tell you what, they only beat San Jose State by 8 last week.
Maybe a little bit of
Clifford
look
alive.
ahead. They do
Huh?
have a good quarterback though. TJ Finley was a
He's-
transfer from LSU.
he's
He
okay.
can run some people over. He beat out Bo Nix.
Bo
okay.
Nix is a dog.
He's okay. Something about me wants to lean Penn State here. Maybe. I probably won't take this game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, after betting Penn State week 0, holding my breath, somehow pulling that out. I don't know if I can sit and watch the Big Red Clifford for 4.
App State and Troy is the game day game.
Sick. My favorite fucking team.
Georgia State's coach is a fucking menace.
Georgia State.
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
Them yelling.
He's the fucking man,
Going
dude.
nuts.
I don't have a pick yet on Troy and App State. I mean, maybe an under here.
Maybe an under. Yeah.
Ooh, is it still 11.5?
12.5 is the last time I saw it.
It's tough to sell an App State letdown spot with game day coming to town.
Yeah, absolutely not. Anyone buying Kansas? They got Houston coming off of back-to-back overtime games, right?
Get
I'll
me
be on
away from
Houston
this
here.
team.
Huh?
I'll be on Houston here.
Ooh.
I like Houston.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm staying.
Do
off
yourself a
that.
favor and Google Derek Parrish from Houston. He had 4 sacks last week.
Wow.
Guy's an absolute menace. Wait till you see
I
what he
like
looks
their
like.
quarterback too, man.
Wake's laying 16.5 against Liberty.
Baby.
Liberty.
Liberty hasn't really been able to score this week. You know Wake's going to score. Wake's going to get 37 probably.
Does not 10.5 feel short for Houston though against Kansas?
I don't know.
A lot of people think Kansas is better,
Yeah.
besides Mitt.
No, I've bet against Kansas last 2 games and they've fucked me. So I think that like maybe they did.
Oh,
turn
so
the
Kansas
program
is
around. I don't
better.
know.
Their defense does stink, though, still, I'm pretty sure. So
I think their quarterback's actually good though.
here's an interesting. He is Kansas.
Yeah.
Jalen Daniels, 70% completion so far this year. 515 total yards in 2 games, running and passing. He's not bad. Here's an interesting one: Mississippi State at Family.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm diving in again, dude. This feels.
Are you going with the Family?
Yeah, why are they getting 2.5 at
Yeah.
all?
I think it's because Mississippi State's not fucking bad. Will Rogers is their quarterback, 3rd year with Leach. Anytime you get that much time with Leach, they are the #1 passing attempt team in the country. They're going to throw that fucking ball
But LSU's strength
all
is the secondary.
over the yard, is it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they
They
have
have
fucking 7 banks rolling around.
Yeah, I think it kind of plays right into LSU's
They didn't-
defense hands, and they get their running back who has not been out there against Florida State.
He hasn't played in over a year because of academic eligibility issues and stuff, and
So
he's
he's a
actually a
dog.
dog.
Here's the thing. I love Will Rogers, Mississippi State's quarterback. I think he's really good. I like Jaden Daniels, though, too.
love
LSU, I
Jaden
thought
Daniels.
LSU played well. You might see me on MSSSISSSIPP
What?
State.
Oh, dude, come on, do the right thing for the family.
Like I feel like Brian Kelly also knows how to run a upset family after a tough loss.
Man, he couldn't.
Brian Kelly
love
didn't
that
lose a lot of games at Notre
I
Dame.
I know that. I know that.
I wasn't saying that as a slight to anything. I'm just saying.
Texas Tech's at NC State. NC State's 10.5. I know I was high on NC State coming to the season. I think 10.5 is quite a bit of points. They
I
haven't
was
played.
looking at that too, Tony.
They didn't play great against ECU. Devin Leary hasn't looked as good as he has last year yet. It might be a lot. It might be a lot there. Michigan State at Washington. We talked about it.
What is that?
What?
Michigan State's ranked,
Yeah, they're ranked 11th.
and they got 3.5 at Washington.
Yeah, that's absurd because now Washington's
I
looking.
love my Huskies.
But okay, they've beaten Kent and Portland State.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
And they weren't good last year.
No, it's just Penix.
Michigan State, who was good last year. Now they haven't. I mean, who they beat? Western Michigan, and who they have last week? Akron, maybe something like that. Their quarterback.
So this feels like everybody is gonna. So 78% of the bets, 70% of the money on Michigan State. Oh man! But the sharps are on Huskies
For sure.
Do you want to hear about a little strategy option with all these 3.5s?
Here it is, though.
Just
Listen
take
to this.
Yeah, well,
first.
if you just take them, if you just take BYU plus 3.5, Auburn plus 3.5, LSU plus 3.5, and Michigan State plus 3.5, how do you lose money?
Oh, LSU's the 3.5 now.
They're 2.5, but I just
Yeah,
bought
you
it
bought it,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
theme.
You could also do that with all the 7.5s, Paul.
Well, there aren't a ton of 7.5.
No, but I'm saying in general.
Yeah, but this seems like a 3.5 weekend.
Gotcha.
But Washington minus 3.5 money line minus 156.
Yeah, that's low.
Yeah, that's very low.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, why
That's
would you?
absurd.
Why would you ever lay it? Actually,
I don't know. I'm really hesitant to bet on Penix. I mean, I know he's looked great and he looked great a couple of years ago, but I still just remember those bad picks and him kind of fucking losing some games at IU. Just I don't know.
I love when Washington's good at football.
Yeah,
Me too.
it is. It is good. It was good to have a dog in the fucking Pac-12.
they have sweet colors.
Fucking yeah, sweet colors.
Big, some
sick
big
uniforms.
ooses.
Huskies are
Fucking-
proud organization. To be
Jake
honest.
Locker, the quarterback coach here.
Should be.
Uncle Penix.
Should be.
Letdown spot maybe for Texas against Meep Meeps.
Yeah, I gotta take that. That's too many points.
Can they tackle Robinson though?
He's a little banged up, but he's going to go, obviously. Here's my worry.
UTSA's got to run out of gas at some
Yeah,
point.
Hudson Card, who hurt his ankle against Bama, is day-to-day.
Wow.
Quinn Ewers, for some reason, what's his name? Why can't I think of head coach's name?
Old buddy Sark. Cocktails.
Steve Sarkisian,
Yeah.
thank you. Also said Quinn Ewers was day-to-day, which,
With a broken collarbone.
no, apparently it's not.
Get him out there.
Dude, at the beginning of that game when Quinn Ewers was balling, I have a Heisman ticket on him. I was actually thinking, like, fuck yeah, he's going to beat Bama, have a Heisman moment. Like, let's go. He gets hurt. I was just like, all right, what the fuck? And then Bama, and it's a close game. I also had Bama minus 21. Just what emotional fucking
Let me
just
see what-
hell.
let me
What's
see what
Bama
Sark's-
laying this week?
All right, here's what Sark is. I know you guys are going to want to tell me an exact timetable. You're going to ask me specifically, and I'm going to tell you right now, they're day-to-day. That's for both quarterback. It's day-to-day. The beauty of it for all of these guys, it's nothing structural. It's not surgery-driven. It's not broken. It's not ligament damage. So they're day-to-day.
Oh wow. So they're just gonna throw Quinn in a sling and have him
maybe.
sling around.
Apparently, if there's no ligament damage, it's not broken. No surgery needed.
Wow, I could end up laying it here if there's just pure intrigue at the quarterback. Dude, if he comes out of that tunnel and the place goes bananas,
Yeah. That was
Wait, is it his
problem.
left? Is it his left?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
his
it's his left non-throwing.
non-throwing shoulder.
He might have a broken collarbone, and they're gonna shoot him up and just play.
Maybe. Well, it's not broken.
Yeah, it's
No,
not broken.
but like, there's no chance that there's no ligament damage. Like, come on. Like,
Maybe. I was very surprised because I saw 4 to 6, and then
Yeah, that's what I saw too.
And
Miami.
charcuterie board guy didn't seem too bad. Card.
Yeah.
Card.
Dude, somebody with
ankle's all
that
fucked up.
hair would
Fucking
definitely play through a broken collarbone if it's not their throwing.
Miami's at A&M 5 or 5.5, whatever it is. Here's my thing with this one.
I like the U here.
Miami has the better quarterback by far.
Bro, Van Dyke's gonna be a baller. I think he's an NFL guy.
Fucking Todd McShay has him as a top 5 NFL quarterback right now.
Okay, yeah. I mean, now I feel like an asshole for saying that.
No, he
but-
does. I know he does.
But like, I actually do think like, shit. This kid steps back there, looks through his reads,
Last
and
week-
delivers balls. Like,
Last
he's
week,
good.
McShay had obviously Bryce Young, Stroud, Levis, and then 4 was Van Dyke, and I think 5 was Anthony Richardson as got pro prospects or whatever. They have the better quarterback. Their defense last year stunk, but
Yeah.
it's got to be a little better this year. And A&M, you just saw, couldn't move the ball on App State, who gave up 63 points to North Carolina.
I think Cristobal's a good coach too.
I do too. Now they didn't play great last week, but they're probably looking ahead to this one.
Yeah, I think 5.5 is a good number for the
I do-
U here.
Now Texas A&M has a really, really, really good defense. But I mean,
Dude, I mean, I understand that you didn't look amazing last week, but I mean,
there's gonna be a lot of
Texas-
people. There's gonna be a lot of people in Miami though.
yeah, I mean, Texas A&M lost, so is this another? I mean, fuck, 5.5. I think the wrong team's favored.
I'm not. And then okay, last game of the night. I'm not saying this will even show up on my Picks Friday sheet because I haven't finished handicapping everything.
It
But-
won't.
But Tony, plus it's got to go up to 13, right?
No, don't bet against the fucking powerhouse.
Tony plus 13.5 plus 14 on Fresno may be my 5-star play.
Yeah, Tone.
Fresno's not a bad fucking team.
57% of the money, 83% of the bets.
Are on Fresno?
No.
Okay, so everyone's betting USC, but the money we got some money coming in on Fresno.
Nah.
Yeah.
I
Give me
need to
USC.
see USC stop an actual offense.
Yeah, because you know that USC will drop a game that knocks them out of the playoff in heartbreaking fashion. I just don't,
I don't
know if
know
it's
if
going to be
they
this
will,
early.
Bruce.
This
Oh,
one,
I guarantee it.
hey, this one could
This
be.
team is good, man. We're gonna do. Everyone's doing this every fucking week. Last week it was Stanford. Now it's Fresno.
Well,
No,
I mean,
no,
nobody
don't
thought it
compare
was
Stanford and
Stanford.
Fresno.
Everybody thought it was fucking
Not-
Stanford.
no,
No,
Nobody
not on
thought
this
it
show.
was-
We all took USC.
Nobody
Dude,
thought it
every
was
sharp
Stanford.
in the country was on
And
Stanford.
don't
Oh, well.
compare Fresno to Stanford, okay?
I'm not. I'm just saying we're gonna do this every week because everybody wants to fade USC.
Yeah, and they're going to be laying 10 every week.
Yeah,
Yes.
and me and Gumpy are gonna probably be taking the 10 every week. It's Lincoln Riley at USC, dude. It's not whoever the fuck they've been shit cannon and carousel in the last 4 years. Lincoln Riley's been to the playoff.
Have some respect for Clay Helton, okay? He was there.
Fresno's,
I don't know
Fresno's
that it-
quarterback
he was there
is
for
very
7
good.
years.
That's my only concern.
Jake Canner's good. I just want to see USC stop a good quarterback. And they're going to get a chance to do it Saturday. Now, I'm not. This game could be 51-41.
I mean, every
That's covered.
That's cover, baby.
That's covered.
What is the total on that game?
73.
That makes sense.
Damn it.
Over.
what
Over.
USC
No,
We should all
actually-
do a late night Saturday, 10:30 Eastern, fucking over on Fresno, USC.
I actually don't really like the over. Because I do think that
I'm not
this
touching
this
the over,
heartbreaking
honestly.
USC loss that knocks them out of the eventual playoff berth will probably be a lower scoring game, and I would feel like this one might
They're
go
USC
under if that's the case.
third in yards per play in the country.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Oh yeah,
USC
7
is
on
good.
7 out there.
No, Tony, notice that Tony.
Their
didn't say-
red zone efficiency though, 105.
Notice that Tony didn't say anything bad about their fucking offense when he was talking about them.
What's their defense ranks?
Do yards because they give up a bunch of yards to Rice, not points though.
They did
Passing
also-
yards 33rd, rushing yards 105, yards per play 54, 128 points. Fourth in turnovers though, an opportunistic defense here, Tony.
Tony,
Very opportunistic. 3 pick sixes against Rice.
to your point too, like Stanford did drive on them pretty early, and then they got that pick in the end zone,
Rice
and that
does-
kind of
Rice
fucking
did that
killed
too.
that game.
Yeah,
So
it is
I mean,
a lot of 12.5 is a lot of points.
Bad taste.
I'm still gonna take it on
USC, is that barn gonna be cranked? Has it been cranked yet?
Home against Rice. I don't know what it was like. I'll be excited to see.
I don't know.
It
UCLA's
would be
crowd has
sweet
been
to see
fucking
USC
awful though.
cranked again.
This is a true Pac-12 after dark game, except for it's not two Pac-12 teams, but
Yeah.
It's on Fox too.
it was always there.
It's always there. This is a 7:30 start out here. This is beautiful.
Yep. The Beavers got a bad taste in Fresno's mouth.
Oh, that one was
Coming out hot.
All right. Tomorrow we'll go over some more stuff. It's Thursday. Baseball. What do you got for baseball?
Couple already started, but I got I'm taking the Cards first 5 plus a half with Wainwright on the bump against the Brewers.
Okay.
And I'm taking the A's first 5 plus a half with Sears on the mound against the Rangers. Sears been pretty good.
JP.
Yeah. I got the Mariners going right now again. Castillo going. Napoli's up 1-0 on Rangers. And then I jumped the gun on What's that? I don't know what that other league's called. What's the other one? Champions League, Europa League, and then the
You're asking the wrong fucking group, Paul.
UEFA?
That's
Super?
Champions League.
No, it's not the Super League, is it?
We talking about the Queens League?
No, it was the one that Roma won last year.
Let me see. Roma.
Everyone made a big deal about it because it was Mourinho.
Roma. Europa Conference League title.
There it is, the Europa Conference League.
So it's just like the Concacaf Cup.
Yeah, I jumped ahead, jumped the gun. I got excited there. I couldn't believe Lazio was in that, but no, this must be Europa, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know, pal.
You don't know, Gumpy.
Lazio has to be in Europa. There's no way they're in that league already. Lazio moneyline at Midtjylland.
Oh, you gave that one out
Freiburg,
yesterday.
drawing
You gave that one out
Olympiacos.
yesterday.
And Union Berlin double chance at Braga.
Okay.
The classic run it back.
I don't know if EPL is back this weekend. I don't fucking know.
Did you see what Kraft put out, by the way?
R.I.P. the Queen.
Wait till
Who?
Kraft, as in Kraft peanut
Bob?
butter.
What, they got something new?
Robert?
No, you'll see it when we get off. They fucking reenacted us fucking celebrating Smooth Cream.
Who?
What?
Huh?
Actual crab?
Yeah. Kraft
Come
peanut
on.
butter.
Bullshit.
Anything else?
I might
Oh,
come
that's
out of
good.
baseball retirement here and take the Dodgers minus 130 tonight.
Okay. Who they got? Fucking
Radoff winning the fucking.
D-backs.
Oh, yeah, that's my
Radoff
get back.
clinching the division.
Yeah, but they want one hundo. They're 98 wins.
All right, yep. White
Damn.
Sox probably fucking lost, so I'm going to get back on the Dodgers money line tonight, full game.
Did the Mets win minus 500 last night?
Nope.
Knew it.
Fuck, we should have sprinkled.
Fucking knew
Gasp.
it. I knew it. You have that big of a dog, you always go on the other side. Or big of a favorite, you always go on the other side. Fuck. Stupid. So fucking stupid. Add to the list. Minus 500 in a fucking baseball game. Take the other side.
Head of the racetrack.
Shut your fucking mouth, okay? All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Can't wait to break down more of the late NFL games. Any other college football information that comes up, we will dive into.
Oh, the WNBA final that I'm on them.
WNBA finals. Tomorrow we have an actual NFL game that we'll break down fully. Fuck you just say?
I just chuckling.
Good luck,
God bless.
Hammer.
Ah.